Hi, I'm Gina Petrie, a queer activist and organizer with Radical Women in Seattle, and I want to thank the organizers for making this virtual Dyke March possible. So Radical Women has definitely been actively organizing in these times. First around COVID-19 crisis, and now at Black Lives Matter and police brutality protests. It's been a great opportunity to really fight for systemic change that we desperately need. Radical Women has been reaching out, speaking out, and strategizing with feminists internationally and locally around this and more issues. The coronavirus pandemic put a huge burden on women as frontline essential workers and as unpaid caregivers. Poor women, people of color, and immigrants are definitely suffering the most. Along with this, there's a racist backlash against people of Asian heritage, and some fundamentalists are blaming queers as the cause of the virus. Abortion rights have also been under new attack. Radical Women has countered this by initiating calls to attorney generals in various states, and the states that said that abortion was an elective procedure and could just wait until after the pandemic was over. So some of the states have backed off, but the fight definitely continues. On May Day, Radical Women in the US and Australia initiated a joint statement with other socialist feminist activists entitled COVID-19, Women on the Front Line of Capitalism's Deadly Failures. It was issued by Radical Women, Mujeres por la Libertad in Argentina, and Partido Obrero Socialista in Mexico. It was a powerful message about how women are fighting for our rights and our survival under this current crisis, and that our common enemy is capitalism, that we need to fight across borders together. Radical Women has also been part of another international feminist collaboration with women from various countries in Europe and Latin America. The Cross-Border Feminist Network has written a joint manifesto entitled Cross-Border Feminist Manifesto to Emerge from the Pandemic Together and Change the System. There's also been statements for International Day for Health of Women, Lesbians, and Trans People. And as well, on May Day, there was a joint statement and a video that featured women from 20 different countries and organizations sharing the same message. This network is also working on a statement about systemic racism and in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter protests in the US. These international feminist alliances are a very exciting and important part of organizing together in these turbulent times. Locally, Radical Women has been part of the massive protests against police brutality and to stop systemic racism. Stopping police violence is an issue that we've been involved in for many years, including putting out the call for an independent, elected civilian review board that would give the community some control over the police, would have the power to discipline, investigate, and fire police as needed. Radical Women knows that Black women and Black LGBTQ people suffer and die at the hands of cop and state violence too. And at the same time, Black women and Black LGBTQ people are some of the fiercest leaders against these horrors of the system. So let's not forget, we know that Stonewall was a riot that was started by queer and trans people of color. So we definitely want to finish what they started. Radical Women believes that all families reeling from police murders should receive restitution. We can take from the bloated police budget, locally and in other places, and still have enough money left over for programs and services that actually protect and serve people, such as education, housing, healthcare, and public jobs programs. We can fight for real accountability over the police with multiracial working class solidarity. It is clear that today's patriarchal, racist, profit-driven system is not meeting our needs. Radical Women is intersectional, working class, and anti-capitalist in our approach to women, queer, and trans liberation. We welcome cisgender and trans women and non-binary folks who believe in these ideas and want to be part of an organization that is building revolutionary women's leadership. If that's what you're looking for, then get involved at radicalwomen.org. It's very simple, and we'd love to have you. The times call for sweeping change. A feminist, queer liberationist, anti-capitalist movement will forge a radical link to our allies here and around the globe. These turbulent times can be a springboard for organizing for really a better system, which we all desperately deserve. One in which we can express our true selves. One in which the wealth that we create is decided and distributed democratically to people that need it the most, which is the majority of us. That is my vision of a socialist feminist world. This, and only this, is going to put us on the road to our collective liberation. So let's do it together. Thank you and happy Pride.